Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey, what's up, Spawn fans? Alright guys, we are back here with another customization video. Alright, so today we are going to be doing a customization of this spawn. Let me bring my camera down just a little bit. Of this spawn right here. So today I decided we are going to do a Wings of Redemption spawn Bat Edition. Now, for those who are fans of Spawn, for those who have seen the Bat version of this Spawn figure, then you guys know what I'm talking about. So to give you guys an idea, here is the classic like Wings of Redemption Spawn right here. I don't really want to give him angel wings. I was thinking about using like the Redeemer angel wings, but I actually want to make this Spawn very, very creepy, and I want to do like a Bat version of this Spawn figure. So, how, pray tell, am I going to do a custom of this Bat version? Well, here's the thing. This cape is coming off. These gauntlets, I think I'm going to leave these gauntlets as is, and I'm just going to paint over them because I do like them. I do kind of want to make my own version of Spawn. I got these plastic ridiculous gargoyle wings. If you guys are accustomed to watching my channel, then you guys know how much I've complained about these wings. So, one thing I'm going to do is, being that I already have like the folded wing version for the Goliath gargoyles, I already have the fail log version of these wings, which do look pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do is, my buddy at Custom Comics, if you guys never watched any of his stuff, go check it out. He actually had a good idea about boiling these wings and then folding them on making them much smaller instead of these big bulky wings. So, and also I'm going to boil them, possibly paint them. I'm going to paint these wings. I want to get rid of this purple. But I do want to make them smaller. So essentially, this cape is coming off. These wings are going to go onto this Spawn figure, as you guys can see. And also, he kind of, if you guys are familiar with Spawn, he does look like Nightmare Spawn as well when you put these wings on. But I'm going to fold them. I'm going to try to heat them up and mold them to the best of my ability. The cape is coming off, and then all this brown is going to be painted with a dark grayish color, kind of like the color of Spawn, and it's going to match very, very well with the wings as well when I paint and get rid of this purple. Everything is going to be like a blackish gray tone for this Spawn figure. Alright guys, let's get this party started. Let's put the wings in some boiling hot water, and then we'll work on the Spawn action figure. There's the flames of hell. Alright guys, welcome back to Cooking with your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. Alright guys, so we're going to wait for this water to come to a boil, then we're going to place the wings inside, and we're going to go ahead and take them out, and then we'll mold them. For the time being, let's go back to the toy room and let's work on our customization of Spawn. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is rip this freaking cape off. And as you guys can see, it is glued in from the back. Might have to warm it up, but we'll see if I can rip this baby off. It should come off pretty easily. It should unpeg like so. Let's try to get it to release. And as you can see, there's a peg right there for the cape. Let me take this off camera. So yeah, you might have to warm it up a little bit. It is glued on there, as you guys can see. So yeah, my suggestion, warm it up and let's take it off. Okay, so I had to take this off camera, guys. So in the process of taking this cape off right here, spawn exploded. Which is kind of good because it's fine by me. So yeah, as you can see, he has a peg right there, which pegs directly back into there, so I can peg his body back into there, no problem. And his arm is pegged in, so yeah, you can peg all this back in, no problem. To show you, no problem. You just peg it in to his arm, like so. Like so. You might have to warm it up. Yeah, you're gonna have to warm that bitch up. But yeah, you can peg all this back into his body, no problem. But yeah, we got that done. I'm probably going to leave the belt on there. I could remove it, but I'll leave it on there just for the hell of it. Let me see, it is glued on there, so yeah. Okay, yeah, you can remove it. It wasn't that hard to remove it, so let me see. You can remove it if you want to. Let me see. This back piece. This should just pop off right here. Oh, it's on this diaper. Okay, I see. And you just peel it off like so. Yeah, nothing much to it. So yeah, I kind of wanted to remove that belt from there because obviously the Wings of Redemption spawn doesn't have a belt. Alright, so let's go ahead and peg all this in and let's paint spawn, as you guys can see right there. Alright guys, so spawn is put back together. So one thing I want to do now is get rid of these grooves right here for the belt and for his necklace. And the only thing you're going to need for that is a knife. So you want to cut away these bulges right here. Do this off camera. Let me bring this down real quick. And I'll show you. Make sure you cut away. Don't put your finger in the line of cutting like me, this dumbass, but this is just for DIY purposes. So you can cut away at that, cut that off like I did with this, and then you're going to do the same thing with this belt right here, this piece right here protruding. Alright, so I removed the back piece as well. I'm going to remove the upper back piece. I'm going to cut this off because I don't really need it. I'm going to be drilling 2 holes in the back right here for the wings. So I'll show you how to do that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got the back piece shaved down. This is all going to be painted, so don't worry about that. There's spawn looking magnificent, and this is what I mean. Look at that. I spilled blood. Look at that. Blood. Real blood. That's what happens when you use this baby and you cut inward, so be careful for all you customizers out there as far as doing that shit. Alright guys, let's go put the wings, let's go dip the wings real quick, and then we'll work on painting this spawn. Okay, there's the water. Let's put the wings in there, guys. Like so. Like so. And you can put them this way, this way. They'll be easy to bend when you take them out. Look at that. So the process should not take that long, being that it's boiling water. Let me get a fork right here. Bend that down in there. And the great thing about this pot is it'll help with the molding process. So you can put that back in there, bend that in there, bend that in there, and just let it simmer. And you might need some gloves too, so if you guys have rubber gloves, maybe take it out because it's going to be hot. But we'll give it a few minutes to cook. Okay, not even a minute, guys, and already I'm able to take this out and to bend it how I want it to be bent. As you guys can see, it's already bending very easily right there. Just be careful, you know, burn yourself. Take this out right here, and then we can just bend it while it's in the pot. So the steam is hitting it as we're bending it. So as you guys can see, you see how well that turned out? Look at that. That's dope. So we'll turn it off. We'll take it out. We'll bend it, shape it, and then let the cold air hit it, and then we can form our shape. Ladies and gentlemen, the wings are out. As you guys can see, they are shaped, they are curved right there to appear a little bit more smaller. We're going to let them sit, cool down. After that, we'll paint them after we get finished painting Spawn. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, here's the painting tutorial. The only thing you're going to need is black and white paint and a freaking paintbrush. And that's all you're going to need. So one thing I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the blood on there because I do like how the blood looks. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint up these areas. I'm going to touch up this white right here. Possibly touch up this black right here. Go over it. He's going to remain gray. Same thing with the rest of his body. I'm going to go over this with a blackish gray paint. Kind of make this a little bit darker than his skin tone. Because if you guys are familiar with Spawn, the winged redemption bat version, then you guys know how he looks. So let's hit up the white paint first. Just to get that out the way, and then we'll do some mixing real quick. So let's touch this piece up right here, get this out the way, throw some white on that, and boom, just to cover that up. And boom. It's as simple as ABC. 1, 2, 3. So let's go ahead and let's mix the paint. So we'll get the black, and then mix it with the white paint, like so. And then mix that until you get the color that you desire. Okay, let's give this a shot, guys. Let's touch this up. It looks a little bit too gray. Might have to use a little bit more black. Let's see. Yeah, I might have to use a little bit more black. Okay, that definitely looks a little bit better. So let's touch this up. Let's get rid of that and see how well it blends so easily. And wait for it to dry as well. So it's going to look way, way better. And then we'll go around to his back. Touch up his back real quick. Get rid of that. And if you guys want to blend it, if you guys want to paint it, you can always paint it. It's really up to you. It's your action figure. Do as you please. I want to try to fill in all these little crevices, these little holes, even though there's going to be holes that are going to be drilled into this guy anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right, let's go ahead and let's paint the brown this color. All right, guys, so there is this part right here that's painted. We got the top half painted right there. We're just going to fill in some spots right here. And then we're going to work on the bottom right there. And then we should be done. Then we'll drill some holes in the back, and then we'll paint the wings. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Spawn is all painted, man. We're going to set him to the side, wait for him to dry. Next, we're going to work on the wings. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here's the wings. Here's the final product. Get all the water off of it. This is how they turned out. Right there, looking magnificent. Can't wait to put these on Spawn. But first and foremost, we're going to have to get rid of the purple. So that means we're going to have to add gray paint to accommodate Spawn in his color. So we're going to throw on some gray paint like so. We're going to leave the inside alone because that color actually looks pretty good. It's just the purple we're going to get rid of simply because Spawn doesn't have no purple on him. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I'll show you guys the finished product when I'm done. Alright guys, the wings are all painted. We're just going to wait for them to dry. There's the fronts. There's the back of them. We're just going to put these right here, wait for them to dry. Next procedure, wait for Spawn to dry. He's still drying. We're going to get a drill, and we're going to get a screw for Spawn's back so we can put these wings into his back. Okay guys, so before we start to drill, I want to kind of diminish this white a little bit because I feel like it's a little bit too much, and I do want to get rid of the blood as well. So let me throw some of this gray paint on here first just to kind of diminish this blood. Because, yeah, I don't really care too much for the blood. I do want to get rid of the blood. I think it's a little bit too much. And we'll throw some gray paint over it just to touch it up. Just to kind of get rid of it just a little bit right there. And I do want to use some white paint. I'm going to go over it. And I'm going to still keep the gray on there because I kind of want it. I kind of want some of the gray paint to seep through because I feel like the paint, the white paint is a little bit too much. So I kind of want some of the gray to seep through. You know what I mean? Nothing too perfect. Touch that up right there. And I can go over that with gray paint. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, huh? All right. Yeah, I just wanted to get rid of that blood because, yeah, I wasn't really feeling it. So, yeah, that's why I had to get rid of it. So let's go here. Let's touch this up. Actually, I put too much black on there. All right, guys, we'll wait for that to dry. And then we'll do some drilling here and there. Let's get rid of some of this blood here on his knees. Because the more I look at it, the more I realize, yeah, I don't really care too much for the blood on there. So, all right, guys, let's wait for it to dry, and then we'll do some drilling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is the next day. I gave this baby a day to dry. So here is Spawn. Look at him, looking magnificent, if I say so myself. Very, very dope. Very dope, guys. All right, so here's the wings as well. We'll put them on when we get done. So what we're going to need now is a screw about a little bit smaller than the peg itself, because when we peg it in there, we want to make sure it's going to be a snug fit. So we don't want the hole to be bigger than the actual peg. I got myself my automatic drill right here, and we're going to go ahead and drill into Spawn's back. I know, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Spawn. I'm sorry. So, of course, we're going to make 2 individual holes into Spawn's back, like so, to where we can peg these babies in. So, let's go ahead and get to the drilling. I'm sorry, Spawn! I'm sorry. I'm sending you back to hell. Of course, this is always going to be easier when you do this off camera. Okay, here we go. It's kind of screwed us back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now that you have the hole in his back, now you take the knife and then you stab Spawn in the back. You give Spawn a knife in the back, and you just kind of twirl the knife and make the hole big enough to where you can peg this piece into Spawn, like so. Looking pretty good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look at the finished product. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Turned out better than I expected. Here is the Wings of Redemption Spawn Batman, our Bat Edition. Speaking of Batman, I was going to break them out and do a Batman comparison. So here's a little comparison between Spawn and Batman. Just look at that, bro. I'll give you guys a better close-up. The wings are articulated. They can move up and down how you please. There's a little close-up. Oh, you know what? Let me turn on my light here so you guys can see what the hell's going on. There we go. There is the finished product, ladies and gentlemen. Still left a little blood on there. If you're wondering, here is the back. I'm waiting for the glue to dry. I glued it on there, but I'm still probably going to put more glue on there because I kind of want the wings to stay as is, even though they are articulated, but I still want them to stay pre-posed. We can have them lift up like that. Like that. Give you guys a better close-up. That way. Or like that. And he is fully articulated. If you're wondering, he still has all the articulation as the Mortal Kombat Spawn. Waist swivel, all that great stuff. So yeah, he came out pretty nice, guys. Let's do some other Spawn comparisons real quick. Let me peg this one in just a little bit more. There we go. So yeah, let me peg this in. And that's why I kind of wanted to glue in so it will stay just a little bit better. So here's some Spawn comparisons. My last medieval Spawn custom right there that I did with the Wings of Redemption. And then my custom 90s Spawn right there. And then regular Mortal Kombat Spawn right there. Let's do some toy photography, guys. And then we'll call it a day. Let me know what you make of this Spawn. We'll do some more close-ups. The other variant of Spawn right there. There you guys have it. Alright guys, let's do some more. Let's do a little photo session. I hope you guys enjoyed this little custom tutorial. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next review.